If you're about to buy a home with an FHA loan and you are struggling to qualify for the loan because your income is not high enough, I might just have the solution for you with a new rule, a new thing that the FHA has put into a new program that the FHA has put into effect that will might benefit you. So if you are in that situation, I strongly encourage you to stay with me because I might just have the solution for your problem. My name is Ben Denholm. I'm a real estate broker here in Central Florida, and I work with a lot of buyers buying with FHA loans, whether they're first-time home buyers or 10th-time home buyers. And I know that it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to qualify for the income requirements and also sometimes to qualify for the down payment. So if you stay with me long enough, I actually might also have a solution for the down payment issue. But first things first, let's talk about the income requirements and how you can maybe easier meet these in the future, if not right now. So if you have a boarder or a roommate in your current house or apartment, wherever you live, and that doesn't matter if you're renting or owning right now. If you have somebody who's rooming with you, somebody who's renting a room from you, which the FHA refers to as a boarder, that's BOARDER, a boarder living with you and formally paying rent to you, then you are able to use that income under certain circumstances for your next purchase of a house. And like I said, it doesn't matter whether you're renting right now or whether you're owning right now. But as long as you have a boarder with you and you have income from that boarder and you can verify that income and you can verify that the boarder will move with you to the next home, you might be able to use that income towards your own income. And that will boost your income significantly. There are certain rules that you need to know about, certain rules that you need to be aware of. That means that you cannot just use this income in any circumstance. First of all, you have to have this person boarding with you or rooming with you for at least 9 out of the last 12 months. You need to be able to prove that they're actually paying rent to you and that you have an agreement that they pay rent to you. So it has to be a written agreement, which I personally would say you should probably have anyways if you have somebody boarding with you or rooming with you. And you have to be able to prove that they actually live at your address. So it's no good to go and say, "Hey, my aunt, she will pretend to be my boarder." You actually have to be able to prove that they live with you for at least 9 out of the last 12 months. But if you can do that, if you can prove that they're paying rent to you, that you have a formal agreement with you, and they actually live with you, and that they are willing to move with you to your new home you're buying, then you can use that income towards and add it to your own. There is one more thing that you need to be aware of. That income can maximum be 30% of your total required income. So if the required income to get the mortgage that you're looking for is, let's say, $5,000, then you have to make at least 3,500 yourself, and the rest can come from your boarder. 30% of 5,000 is $1,500. Last time I checked, yes. So few things you need to be aware of. They have to have been with you for at least 9 out of the last 12 months. You have to have a written agreement. You have to be able to prove that they're paying you rent, and they cannot contribute more than 30% of towards your income requirement. But if all that is in place, which probably shouldn't be a big issue, then you can boost your income significantly using the income from the border. And if I forgot to mention that in my last list of things, they also need to be willing to move with you to your new home. So that's the great news on the income front. And one more thing: if you don't have a boarder right now and you don't qualify and you want to do some long-term planning, you might consider getting a boarder and having that person have a written agreement with you and living with you for the next 9 months, and then you should be able, unless they change the rules in the meantime, of course, but then you should be able to use that income to boost the basis for your mortgage application when you're ready to buy that next home of yours. And like I said, it doesn't matter whether you're renting or owning right now. It's the same thing as long as they are rooming with you. They have to live in your own dwelling, as they call it, which means that if you have an additional apartment, like a garage apartment, like some homes have, or you have an ADU, an additional dwelling unit in the backyard, that does not count. They have to room with you. They have to rent a room in the same unit as you're living in. for this to work, for this to for that income to qualify. But is that something you're interested in knowing more about? Shoot me a comment or send me a text, and I can put you in touch with one of our qualifying lenders, and they can tell you more about this. I'm not a mortgage person, so don't take my word for it. But I am more than happy to refer you to somebody who is and who can explain in much more detail than I can in this short video. I also promised I would talk to you about how you can get more money for your down payment. I know for a fact that very shortly the FHA will, sorry, not the FHA, though, a new grant program will come in place that will actually enable you to get all your down payment covered for an FHA loan. And that grant is forgivable, so you might not even have to pay it back. But more on that in a future video. Thank you so much for watching. But before I go, if you really like this video or some of my other content, then don't forget to subscribe and follow, and make sure you get notified every time I upload new videos. And if you really like this content, please give me a thumbs up or maybe a positive comment. Or if you don't like it, give me a negative comment. I don't mind. I'd love to hear from you either way. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye for now.